Well, imagine you start a home renovation project on your roof, and while you're up there, you find not squirrels, but dozens of bats hibernating for the winter.
I'm gone. But that's exactly what happened to a Minnesota man whose quick thinking saved their lives. Heidi Wigdahl joins us tonight with the story. Heidi?
Yeah, Randy and Julie, last Wednesday, the colony of big brown bats came into the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Minnesota in Roseville. They're healthy, but it's going to take a few weeks before they're back in hibernation for the rest of winter, a process we got a glimpse of today.
I'm just going to grab an extra fleece.
At the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Minnesota in Roseville,
And this kind of chatty behavior is what we like in them.
veterinarian Rachel Owens is checking the health of a bat in their care.
It takes a lot of teamwork and a lot of communication. It's pretty incredible that we're able to just find out that we're getting 60 bats and that night be equipped to do it.
Once we got past 35, I started getting a little worried. And then when we hit 60, it's like I started making phone calls.
Mark Fisher has a lake home in Miltona.
Last week we started re-insulating our ceiling. We knew we had a couple of bats that came in.
But 60, it took Mark on a more than 2-hour car trip, keeping temps cold so the bats wouldn't wake.
Get kind of cold. It's like, oh, should I turn up the heat? No, because I kind of a flashback of like Batman movies with all the bats flying around and all that. And I said, nope, we'll just keep it cold.
The client who brought them did a wonderful job keeping them as cold as they could and all of that. But even with that, they still woke up, burned more calories than they should have.
WRC is working on their weight,
This is the room basically where we keep our bats while they're awake.
feeding the bats mealworms and giving them medication to manage stress.
This bat is very active, which is what we like to see.
This bat now weighs 23.5 grams.
We're getting close. Probably about 25 grams would be perfect for this bat. We're putting weight back on them so they can go back into our hibernaculum, which is a retrofitted wine cooler.
When it's time to come out of hibernation, they'll be released back in Miltona.
They're just an important part of the environment. And yeah, I just couldn't see 60 of them going away.
The time he was able to take for this was incredible. Makes me feel very happy about my job because of all the people out there who are willing to care and help these animals.
Help right off the bat. The bats will be released back in Miltona whenever there are enough insects flying around. WRC stressed how important donations are for their nonprofit. 2023 was their second busiest year in its 44-year history, admitting nearly 19,000 patients. Back to you.
All right. Thank you.